If you love Spider-Man comic books, Spider-Man films, Spider-Man action figures and/or Spider-Man Underoos, get ready for Spider-Man: No Way Home, which is pretty much the most Spider-Man movie of all time. This weekend, Tom Holland is back in the familiar red and blue ties for Spidey's next, and quite massive, adventure in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while Bradley Cooper headlines an old-timey Guillermo del Toro noir thriller. Mahershala Ali pulls double duty, and Glenn Close is his doctor. In a Apple TV Plus sci-fi drama about love and death, Will Arnett voices a giant wrestling monster in a Paramount Plus animated comedy, and Chloe Grace Moretz tries to survive the robot apocalypse in a Hulu futuristic thriller. Tom Holland credits Zendaya with helping him navigate fame. Here's a guide to new movies that'll satisfy every cinematic taste. If you need a superhero fix, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Holland proves yet again he's the best movie Spidey ever in this rousing, multiverse-breaking epic. Teen do-gooder Peter Parker is outed as the heroic wall crawler, which turns his life upside down and threatens his chances of attending MIT. So he reaches out magical butt Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, to conjure a spell to make everybody forget his masked secret identity, leading to a visit from old Spidey movie villains, including Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe, Electro, Jamie Foxx, and Doc Ock, Alfred Molina. If you're a Marvel junkie or a Spider fan, it's a must-see. In theaters. Spider-Man: No Way Home is a refreshing blast of visiting baddies and second chances. If you enjoy the creepier aspects of the circus, Nightmare Alley. In Del Toro's adaptation of the 1946 William Lindsay Gresham book, Cooper stars as an enigmatic and charming drifter with a greedy, ruthless side who plies his con job instincts at a traveling carnival, then moves on to a high-profile mentalist gig where he finds wealthy marks. His show puts him on the radar of a conniving psychoanalyst, Cate Blanchett, who's both good and bad for his business. Cooper has an interesting character arc, Blanchett's a blast to watch, and Del Toro creates a wondrous-looking world of swindlers and charlatans. In theaters. Guillermo del Toro's stylish Nightmare Alley is a ride full of seedy charm. If your kids love pro wrestling and/or giant monsters, Rumble. The animated sports comedy imagines a world where Godzilla-sized creatures wrestle each other and cities each have their resident champion. When Tentacular, voiced by Terry Crews, wins the big belt, he turns heel on his hometown of Stoker and moves on to a nicer new locale. Teenage human Winnie, Geraldine Viswanathan, trains ginormous salsa-dancing slacker Steve, Will Arnett, to be Stoker's new champion and save the stadium named for Winnie's dad. Even with a predictable underdog story, it'll appeal to those who appreciate headlocks and body slams. Paramount Plus. If one Mahershala Ali isn't enough for you, Swan Song. In writer Writer/director Benjamin Cleary's endearing and melancholic slice of sci-fi, graphic designer Cameron Mahershala Ali keeps his terminal illness secret from his loving wife, Naomi Harris, and signs on for a radical science project to save his family from loss. An innovative doctor, Close, creates his doppelganger, also Ali, with a mind that has all his memories and a healthy body that won't have the disease. But before the new Cameron is installed in the original's household, both versions have to work out the emotional complications arising from the switch, letting Ali do twice his usual exceptional work. Apple TV Plus. If you dig a good international film, The Hand of God. Writer/director Paolo Sorrentino, Youth, scores with this well-crafted and soulful coming-of-age Italian drama about a young loner growing up in 1980s Naples. Filippo Buscotti, a teen from a large and crazy family, feels the buzz around town with the arrival of soccer hero Diego Maradona. When not watching his matches, Fabietto makes friends with likable smugglers, crushes on his aunt, Louise Ranieri, and ponders being a filmmaker, though an unexpected tragedy throws off his sense of hope, leaving him to figure out how to process a great amount of pain. Netflix. If you worry about the robopocalypse, Mother/Android. Set in a near future where humanoids installed as butlers, waiters and other service workers turn bad in an android uprising, a 9 months pregnant young woman, Moretz, and her boyfriend, Algie Smith, need to cross a dangerous no-man's-land to get to Boston, and subsequently out of the country. The interesting premise is wasted in a first half full of overcooked human drama, until an AI programmer, Raul Castillo, helps the expectant mom. They run into murder bots and the movie takes a welcome turn toward the brutally insane. Hulu.